Hello everyone, my name is Vikram Singh Rajput. I am Training and Placement Officer. I welcome you all behalf of whole MITS family to all newly admitted students. So today I'll take you through a small brief presentation about Training and Placement Cell, how Training and Placement Cell support in all related activities to our students, right? So we'll start with our vision of Training and Placement Cell at MITS Gwalior, which is to make every student of MITS Gwalior a successful story in their life and in their career by helping them becoming leader who will lead a change across diverse fields, right? In whichever field you are going to study, right? Or we can say interdisciplinary fields, right? Let me tell you clearly, friends, like we are not job providers, we are here just to support you, right? Being an institute, being an educational institute, right, we are helping here to make you a leader so that you can lead your life very well. It is not just for, like, many students used to take the admissions in engineering institution just after looking their placements, right? But we cannot guarantee for your placements, but yes, definitely we used to support, as you can see on the screen, like we are going to help you, we are going to support you, we are going to make you employable in industry, for the industry, right? And if we'll talk about our vision and mission, after vision we will talk about our mission. So we are here to guide our students at MITS Gwalior to make them employable for the industry, to provide and guide them for the deserving opportunities available in the market, and to contribute in the faster journey of MITS Gwalior to reach among top institutions in the nation, and to contribute in the growth of the industry and nation by providing industry-ready professionals. And if we are talking about the industry-ready professionals, that means we are making you ready, we are making you professional for any industry, and to build up the fruitful and long-term relationships with the industry for all the fruitful things in future related for in the benefits of the students or in the benefits of institution. So Training and Placement Cell used to connect with the industry, right? So what are the other activities, or mainly what are the activities where Training and Placement Cell at MITS focuses towards the career planning of the students and their skills and development, and for their training, and to interact with the industry and to maintain industry institutions relationships. We used to conduct industry expert lectures, whatever the demand in the market as per the current technologies or as per the current market scenarios. We used to conduct industry expert lectures, we used to invite for the students. We support internship and industrial training support, do industrial training support. We definitely conduct campus placement processes, help in branding of the institutions in the industry and in the market, and alumni connect activities for the benefits of the students and the institutions. So here we'll start, like how we used to support in the training and development of the students, which is must to get into any market or in any industry or for any job, either it is a government sector job, private sector job, or anything. Not only for the jobs, either like for entrepreneurship as well, if students want to start something by their own. In every aspect we try to support or we try to give an exposure to the students. So firstly we focuses for the students for their soft skills and personality development programs, right? So if we'll talk about the technical skills, nowadays if you'll go in any industry, not only in the private sectors or the corporate jobs or into big multinational companies, but in government sector as well, if we'll talk about banking, SSC, PSUs, PSC, IES, IES, and all these competitive exams as well, everyone is looking or everyone is checking soft skills and personality part as well, right? They are not they are not neglecting the soft skills and personality part apart from the core skills they want as per their profile, like technical skills, right? So each and every organization is looking for the soft skills part. Soft skills consist of your attitude, learning abilities, your sincerity, your dedications towards your work. So anything, it can comprises of your communication skills, your English communication mainly. Although we are not against the mother tongue or mother tongue languages, but as being an international language which is English, so definitely English communication skills is must for your development, right? And apart from that, in personality development, your extracurricular activities, curricular activities, and the exposure you are taking from the different activities at the institution, it grows it build up your personality, it build up your profile, right? So soft skills and personality development part is must. You should not ignore this if you are going ahead in the market or if you are going ahead in your career. Then comes to your technical skills, definitely. So whatever the current technology demand is going on, as per your curriculum, your whatever you will learn in your department, so department will take care of your technical skills. Industry expert lectures, we focuses on industry expert lectures. We used to call and invite industry experts from the industry, from the companies and different organizations, so that you can have a good flair of the market or the market trends which are currently going on, or what is going on in the companies, or what is going on in the corporates, factories, industries, and different industries, right? And definitely we used to conduct some briefing sessions and motivational sessions or programs for the students. Apart from that, we extend guidance for other competitive and for higher educational exams, or for which you will go for higher educational institutions like CAT, GATE, GRE, TOEFL as well, right? And so these are the some glimpse of our activities, what kind of activities we used to conduct for training and development of the students, like industry conclaves we used to conduct. We conduct some group discussion sessions, group activities, online test activities, mock test, etc., right? So here comes your job placement preparation, right? If we not only for the placements which you will get from your institution or a support from the institution, but this is the common process which is which is in need and which is must for any kind of job or in any sector, either it is a government sector or a private sector, or if you want to go any kind of higher educational institutions, right? So start from the CV formation. Here I would like to clarify that start building your profile from the day one whenever you are entering in the institute, right? Start taking participation in the different activities apart from your core study, right? Extracurricular activities, there are a lot of workshop, webinars, and contest would be there, and different contests you should participate in that. And there are many companies those who organizes at our institute different contests and competitions through which your profile will start building, right? So that you can write in your profile that you have at least participated in those contest or those programs or workshop or anything, right? So that you would be able to write these activities in your profile or in your curriculum vitae or resume, right? Because this CV you would be in need in your pre-final year and final year, right? So at that time you would not have time to give for extra curriculum or other activities, right? But the activities in which you would be taking participations since your first year, second year, or third year, or till your fourth year as well, right? So that you can write in your CV. Apart from that, those activities you will have to write internship and projects which you will do in your all 4 years, right? Then comes to your communication skills for any placements and for any job. Not only for placements here, as I again repeating, it is everywhere, right? Your communication skills, your English communication is must, right? Any kind of job you go anywhere in India or abroad, definitely your communication skills is must. Without that, you cannot survive in the market or in any company. If you'll not learn, if you'll not start working on that any which way, if you'll get into any company as well, then you'll have to learn, right? Then group discussion techniques, if you will take participation, if you will have exposure, if you would have extra knowledge apart from your core curriculum or apart from your subjects, definitely you can lead in these group discussion activities. Then comes to your written test, and written test again comprises of your English test, basic English test or basic grammatical test, right? It comprises of your aptitude test as well, logical reasoning, verbal, non-verbal, etc. So you'll have to be aware about these things so that you can start preparing on the same. Then comes to your personal interview, HR interview or technical interview, right? So this is a sequence. So if you'll start from the CV formation or till your interview, so for the CV formation you'll have to start working on the same by now only, right? Because at the end you will not get time to get participated into any extracurricular curricular activities, because you would be appearing for the interviews that time, right? So as you would face or if you will get to know what kind of activities, workshops, seminars, different contests, hackathons, competitions are happening in the institutions, which will help for you or which will help in building your personality, which will help you to giving an exposure so that you can build up your profile or you can perform overall in any kind of interviews or further, right? Apart from that, those activities, training and placement cell used to connect with different companies, and for them we used to call campus connect activities, right? So campus connect activities, this is our campus, and some of the organizations and companies connect with us, which is our to our MITS campus, and they connect with training and placement cell for the different activities, right? We also invite companies or we also directly connect with the key decision makers in the different companies. We visit their offices to connect for the benefits of the students, right? We connect with our alumni as well, so that our students can connect with our alumni, those who are available in the industry, so that students can have a flair of the industry and how to prepare for that, right? We used to do regular follow-ups, and for under campus connect activities, companies do conduct hackathons, coding competitions, contests, different contests and competitions, outreach programs. They conduct different expert lectures, industry lectures. They send their people to our institute to connect with the students, and we also send information regarding the company's hiring processes to students, and we do conduct campus hiring processes under campus connect activities. If we'll talk about the internship support, right? So internship is one of the mandatory activities. So if you'll have to take it very seriously, right? So in your whole BTech degree, you'll have to complete total 3 minimum internships. You can, although like you can do more as well, 4 as well, 5 as well, but I think you would have time to complete at least 3 to 4 only, right? So your internships starts from first year and second year only. So in first year and second year, we do conduct in-house internships for the students, because they are because you will be at first year and second year level only. So we do conduct 1 or 2 internships at institute level only, and sometimes we do conduct finishing school program as well, which can be considered in internship program only. Apart from that, from the institutional support, you can do 2 months internship after your third year in the industry, which is a mandatory activity, and for that evaluation would be done in the 4th semester starting, right? So all these details you will get to know in your department, right? But for the internships, you'll have to connect with the training and placement cell. So training and placement cell used to give a letter of recommendation wherever you are applying, or sometimes training and placement cell also notify all the students where are the internship opportunities available, right? So apart from that, so this 2 months internship after your 3rd year, which is into in summers, right? Apart from this, so this 2 months internship you'll have to complete in industry itself, in the company or in any organization, right? It won't be an in-house internship. Apart from that, we have a provision, which is wonderful provision MITS have, of 6 months internship in your last semester of your degree, right? So 6 months internship in your last semester means if you are getting a paid internship. So a lot of companies are providing nowadays paid internship. Paid internship means if you are doing an internship, you are working in the company for 2 months or 6 months and company is paying you, right? So company is paying you for your work which you are doing or which you are doing in the company, right? So companies are nowadays offering 10,000, 15,000 to 50,000 per month during internship, right? So say suppose if you are getting placed in any company and if they want you in your last semester, so you can join any company in your last semester and you can start earning in your last semester only. So before your degree, before you are completing your degree, or before completing your degree, you can start earning, right? So in extra 6 months you can have internship or a job in your last semester. So there is a process to get a no objection certificate, or we can call it a recommendation letter from the institution, which you will get from the training and placement cell before going in any industry for internship, or you can apply with that recommendation letter in any company for further process to get an internship, right? So internship part is very important because it used to give you a flair of the industry, whatever you are studying in our institute, and how those study, your learning is getting applicable in the practical knowledge in the industry or in the company. You used to check, you used to learn during your internship period, because you used to work in companies during that period, right? So you will have experience of 2 months or 6 months while doing internship, right? So here our campus placement, apart from that internship part, campus placement process starts once you complete your 3rd year, right? You will be notified for the registration process of training and placement cell if you would like to sit into the placement processes through training and placement cell. So without registration you cannot go ahead, right? And after registration, sometimes we used to conduct the campus placement preparation classes, in which we used to conduct classes or workshop for a shorter time, maybe sometimes for 15 days, sometimes for 1 month, for aptitude, reasoning, English, which is a part of your written tests, and sometimes for your GDPI and personal interviews, mock interviews preparation as well. Apart from that, we used to call companies on our campus, and sometimes companies also approach us to conduct the process of job placement processes here at MITS. And companies do conduct processes as per their eligibility criteria. So eligibility criteria, here again you'll have to take care of your eligibility criteria, which I'll explain you at the next slide, right? So eligibility criteria is fixed for the different companies, right? So here comes to our eligibility criteria, which is fixed, and it differs from company to company, right? If we'll talk about the 10th and 12th percentage, and if we'll talk about the academic gaps, right? So this 10th and 12th percentage and academic gaps, right? So these two criterias are fixed now. as you are entering into your graduation engineering, right? So these two criterias are of your past now and you cannot change. So don't worry about it. Either you have 60% in 10th and 12th, 65 to 70 or below that as well, right? So don't worry about it, but it would be the criteria and which will be fixed. So this criteria differs from company to company, that 10th and 12th percentage criteria and academic gaps criteria, right? So if we talk about the 10th and 12th percentage, so companies fix up that criteria. It can be 60%, it can be 65, 70% as well, minimum, right? So, and it can be below 60% as well, sometimes 55%, sometimes 50%, or sometimes there is no criteria of 10th and 12th percentage. So whatever the percentage you have in 10th and 12th, companies, it doesn't matter for the companies. But in maximum companies, I would say it is minimum 60%, and in some companies it is 65%, but in very few companies it is 70%, right? So you cannot change right now because you have already done it, right? So don't worry about it. So whatever you have, you will get ample number of opportunities as per the different eligibility criteria. Now comes to your academic gaps now, right? So companies allow one gap after your 12th if you have taken 1 year gap for JEE preparation after 12th, right? And sometimes companies allow one more gap after education for PG students, like for MBA students, for MTech and MCA students, right? So for PG students you can have 2 years gap. For graduating students, engineering BTech students, you can have 1 year gap after 12th, right? So sometimes there is no cap criteria as well, like maybe suppose for some students are having 1 year gap or 2 years gap, right? So you don't worry about it. So these two criteria are already done. You have already done with these two criteria. You cannot change because it is your past now, right? So you'll have to focus on this criteria now, right? So as you'll have to focus on this criteria, which is BTech percentage, right? So now it is you have BTech, right? So earlier it used to be B, right? So companies can demand anything. They can demand 60% as well, they can demand 65% as well, they can demand 70% as well. It is just a shortlisting criteria. It is their filtration criteria which they used to do at the time of the screening of the profile or as per the data of the students, right? So it can be anything, but I would suggest to at least maintain minimum 6.5 CGPA or 65%, right, on the safer side. But to be on the more safer side, you should have a good CGPA or BTech percentage, 7.0 CGPA or 70%. So you would be mostly on the safer side. But maximum companies used to ask 60 to 65%, and but sometimes companies which offers higher packages, they can ask 7.05 CGPA or 7.5 or 75% CGPA or percentage in your BTech. So this criteria is in your hand, right? Because it is about to start. So do not miss on this criteria at least, right? And you should not have any backlogs, right? So suppose sometimes due to different reasons students used to have backlogs, but at the time of your campus placement processes or whenever you are applying for any job after your 3rd year or during your 4th year or after 4th year, you should not have any current backlog. Suppose if you have 1 or 2 backlogs in your 1st year or 2nd year, but it should be clear or it should be passed in your till your 3rd year or till your whenever you are sitting into the placement. So at the time of placement you should not have any backlog, right? Or you should not be failed in any subject, right? So so this criteria is very important and it is in your hand now, so you can take care of it. And I would suggest to maintain at least minimum 65% or 6.5 CGPA, or if it is good, and it will be very good if you can maintain at least 7.0 CGPA or 70%, right? Apart from that, there are different other criteria like age criteria, willing to locate anywhere. So these are the general criteria. So students doesn't suffer due to these criteria, right? But yeah, again, one more other criteria which is very important. Your degree should be completed in those 4 years only if you want to appear in any kind of job just after your completion of your graduation or engineering, right? So if your degree is of 4 years, so it should be completed in the 4 year only. You should, if you had backlog in your till your 3rd year, so then your backlog should be cleared in your till your final year. Otherwise, even if you are placed somewhere, companies will not give you final joining. You cannot join any company if you are completing your degree of 4 year in 4.5 year or 4.5 or more than 4 years, right? So your degree should be completed in the stipulated time. Apart from that eligibility criteria, companies used to look for an overall fit guy or a girl to give a job, right? Or those who are really employable, those who are really professionals. So they checked an overall criteria starting from your 10th and 12th percentages sometimes, now then to your BTech percentages, then your written test, your English communication skills, your personality, your exposure, your profile, your CV, your resume, and how you performed in the interviews, how much you are prepared, and how much you have learned in your engineering. And apart from that, how much you have taken participation in the extracurricular or curricular activities as well, and how much you have learned from those activities, your team building activities, your team leadership activities, or different activities, and how you have built up your personality during those 4 years or those 3 to 4 years, right? So any company or any organization looks for an overall fit guy or a girl, right? They just don't need your 10th and 12th percentage, they just don't need your BTech percentage, and they just don't need your technical knowledge only, which you will gain in your department or in a different branch, right? But they need an overall fit guy, those who are having a good personality, those good communication skills, good attitude, etc., etc., right? So you cannot neglect any one part of the whole selection process. So all the selection processes steps would be very important to get into any market or to get a good job anywhere, not only in the private sector but in government sector, PSUs, banks, SSCs, anywhere, right? So apart from all those things, so we used to conduct the campus recruitment or campus hiring process or campus placement processes. So companies used to come at MITS, they used to give their companies presentations in which they used to give all the information about the companies, about their culture, their jobs, profiles which they are offering, the promotions and growth which you will have, and if students so that students would have a whole knowledge about the company and the profile which they are looking for, right? And then they do conduct a written test. Written test consists of your aptitude and reasoning test, English test as well, and your technical test as well, right? Then sometimes companies conduct group discussion activities or different group activities or business activities. Then they do conduct technical interviews and HR interviews. So that's how the campus recruitment processes works. So now what employers demand? So employers or the job providers or the companies we are talking about, right? So here I have highlighted the first point which we were observing since many years. So majority of the students were lacking in their soft skills part, right? Students know they have very good knowledge of their branch, the technical knowledge they have, and they are good in coding, they are good in their technical skills as per their field, like mechanical engineering, civil, or structural engineering, if we'll talk about chemical engineering, AI, robotics, or whatever branch you have, and you have very good technical knowledge. But students sometimes are not able to clear the first written test, which is aptitude English test, or sometimes their communication skills is not good, right? or sometimes they are not confident enough whenever they are appearing into the interview. Sometimes their attitude is different, their personality traits are different, which are not appropriate, right? So majorly students are getting rejected due to their communication skills part and due to their soft skills part. Then the next step would be the technical skills part, right, which you will learn in all those 4 years in your department, right? But before that, you'll have to improve your soft skills and English communication part, right? So we'll have to take care of this. So this is the first step. Then comes to your technical skills. If you'll go in any kind of job interview after engineering or for any engineering job, so your first step would be your soft skills written test and aptitude reasoning English. Then comes to your technical skills or whatever you have learned in your whole degree, right? So you'll have to start working on this by your day one, right? Then you'll have to focus required on projects. So whatever the project works you will do in your department, it is very important, because this also you will write in your CV or in your profile. And during the interviews, there will be one question definitely on your internship and projects, right? So internship part is also very important. Then projects part is also very important. Before that, soft skills and English communication part is very important, right? Then comes to your basic technical knowledge of subject and clarity on the same. You should have clarity on the concepts of the technical knowledge you are gaining in your department or in your branch. Knowledge on branch related software, like if you are mechanical students, so you should have a good knowledge of related software, mechanical branch related softwares, right? Then new technology awareness is must, because there is a lot of things are getting changed in this scenario. So whatever the new technologies are coming up, so you'll have to learn new technologies in the companies as well, not only in the institutions. Once you'll get a job, in companies as well. So new technologies awareness is also must. Exposure of industry, which you will get during your internship or during your project works, right? Computer skills is must nowadays, right? Apart from that, computer languages like basic C++ languages, which all the students will learn in their first year, right? Doesn't matter in which branch you are, like it is not only for the computer science or IT engineering or related AI, robotics, IoT students, but it is for all core branches as well, like for mechanical, civil, chemical, biotech. You should know at least C++ or basic computer languages, right? And basic data structure and DBMS, database management system. So these are the 2 or 3 things you all should know. Doesn't matter in which branch you are, right? And apart from that, different other computer languages like Java and Python nowadays, machine learning nowadays, like, so it is for CSIT, mathematics and computing, machine learning, robotics and other branches as well, right? But C++ and data structure and DBMS, these 4 things, C++ and data structure and DBMS. These 4 things are the basic computer languages, and you all should know. C++ are the computer languages, and data structure and DBMS concept you all should know. So companies majorly demands this, employers demand this, so you will have to focus on this. So all these my slides are all will be available on YouTube, so you can have a revise on the things which I am declaring right now, because you'll have to work on all these things by your day one, right? Otherwise during your interview you will not get time, or in your 4th year you will not get time to perform all or to learn all these things. So definitely as you know, 2 years were of pandemic and COVID-19 was going on, right? So what happens now, COVID is getting finished and we are going to the new normal, right? So new normal is, earlier we were normal and now we are, after COVID we would be at new normal, right? So either it is placements or job scenario, market, engineering or anything, like the scene has comes on the online education, online system as well. Right now you are attending the induction program online as well, right? So after COVID, you'll have to face the reality, right? So you'll have to face the reality means like, don't worry, nothing is getting declined, right? But things are improving as well. Some of the fields are improving as well, but you'll have to face the reality means you'll have to face the challenges, the new technologies you'll have to learn, whatever the coming up new technologies after COVID. So you'll have to learn new technologies, new manufacturing technologies are coming up. So you'll have to be aware about that, right? You'll have to upskills your knowledge, right? From the traditional knowledge after COVID-19, you'll have to upskill your knowledge, right? You'll have to take up a new remote projects as well. Earlier, we used to learn physically in the classrooms only, or whenever if we are going on internship, we are going in the companies. But nowadays, a lot of online education is there, right? So nowadays companies are providing work from home internships as well, remote projects they are providing. So you'll have to take up with that. You'll have to be digitally strong, right? You should have a profile on the LinkedIn. You'll have to learn a lot of things from the professional social networking site. So if you have not heard about LinkedIn, so LinkedIn is a professional social networking site like Facebook, right? So you'll have to be strong digitally, right? So you'll have to face the reality after COVID-19, and you'll have to upskill your knowledge, and you'll have to remove that traditional concepts and traditional processes. You'll have to accept the new challenges after COVID, not only in the job placements but during your academics as well, right? So this is all about like what kind of activities, training and placements are used to conduct in the support of internship and placement for the students, right? So if we'll talk about our placements records of few last years, right? So if we'll talk about the highest salary offered, so in 2020 our highest package was 14.35 lakhs offered by Must Garments, right? And in 2019 it was 16.5 lakhs. It was offered by Amazon to one or two students only, but it was for the MITS students. Then 10 lakhs by Jews in 2018 and 6.5 lakhs in 2017, like this. So these are the like our highest salary figures. So this year after pandemic 2022 batch, we in this month, like as we have started recently our placements, so we have achieved a target of last 2 years which was during pandemic, and now we are growing again towards our graph is getting increased again after pandemic. So definitely due to pandemic and due to COVID the graph was little down, right? But now we are going up again, right? So if we'll talk about our placement scenario, so it was here in 2018, then we were growing in 2019, and definitely there was a little decline in the 2020 batch and for the 2021 batch just because of COVID and pandemic, and it was really getting affected. But now again the current placement 22, which is we have recently started 22 batch placement, the students who are going to pass or those who are going to graduated in 2022, those who are getting passed in 2022 June, right? After 7 or 8 months, right? So our graph is again getting increased as market conditions are getting normal and companies are opening up their hiring processes, campus processes. So again we have achieved at least better than 2020 or 21 in these 2 months only, September and October. September we used to start our placements in the starting of your final year, right? So if we'll talk about the last 5-year placements, this is just for your information what kind of like how many companies used to come on the campus. And so this is about 22 batch which is currently going on. It is just of 2 months record which we have already achieved, which whatever we had achieved in these 2 years due to pandemic, this was down, and this we have achieved just after pandemic, this we have already achieved, for this batch, right? So 26 plus companies are already on campus. They have conducted the process. I'm writing 26 plus because some of the companies are already in process, and 460 students are already placed, and some processes are already going on, as some processes are already in online mode. And the highest salary is 12 lakhs, and our average package reached to 6.1 lakhs. So average package means on an average, like suppose 5 or 10 companies are offering different packages, and there are, so average is 6.1 lakhs. So definitely 2020 batch, for 2020 batch and 2021 graduated batch, it was due to pandemic, it was little lower side, and but salary wise it was okay, but if we'll talk about the companies and numbers, it was little lower side. And if we'll talk about the total recruited placements in this, so we have this figure we have already achieved in these 2 months, right? So, and these 2019 and 2018 records. So this is just for your information. And being an autonomous government aided institution, MITS used to show all the correct figures, and we never do some unfair changes in the placement record. So whatever we have, we used to show. So apart from that, if we'll talk about the students' achievements, training and placement cell, as I told you, like supports for for the students to conduct by conducting some kind of briefing sessions or awareness sessions, or motivational sessions, or to guide for CAT, GATE exams, or IELTS, TOEFLs, or GRE, GMAT exams. We used to conduct some kind of sessions with by calling some outside experts. So this is some of our students' achievements, as our students are doing well in the GATE exams. They used to have good rankings in under 100 all India rankings in the GATE exams, right? Apart from that, those who are aspirants for MBA, we also do support for them, that we used to conduct lectures or guiding sessions with the outside experts for the MBA aspirants. So this is the record which we have. Students are doing well in the CAT exams as well. So apart from all these activities, there are many students who are getting placed in the different PSUs or at highest CTCs like Indian Oil, HP, ONGC, or these are the records of like before pandemic, definitely. And apart from that, these PSUs, students are getting placed in L&T, Britannia, and at higher packages, right? So these are the some companies logos like with which we are connected, our institute is connected. So these are the companies randomly comes on our campus, or sometimes every year they come on our campus, right? So maybe some of the logos you can be familiar with. Some of the companies like Ranbaxy, Accenture, Book My Show, Amazon, Cloud Spot, Berger Paint sometimes comes, Liu Gong, and G, Byju's, Newgen, right, Britannia. And these are the some these are only few, right? So if you check the list here, so these are all the companies with which training and placement cell and our institute is connected for the campus placement and different campus connect activities, right? So this is all about our training and placement cell, and these are some glimpses of training and placement cell activities, as we used to conduct industry conclaves for the students and faculty to connect with the industry people and to have an exposure of current market scenarios. And TEDx we had conducted, so this was the second TEDx we had conducted in the MITS, and we are the only institution who has conducted TEDx twice. So TEDx, if you know, it's an UK organization. They used to give the license to conduct TEDx at different local chapters, right? Industry conclaves we had conducted in past. TEDx, this was our TEDx one which we had conducted for the benefits of the students. and some entrepreneurship related activities as well. So friends, this is all about training and placement cell. So I would like to thank you all, and again I welcome you all on MITS on campus, and I wish you all the best. I hope you all will learn in all these 4 years, and you would have a good exposure, and you will learn a lot, and you will achieve like whatever you want, whatever you wish in your life. So this is all about, and but anytime once you will be on the campus, you can reach out to me in training and placement cell in my office, and you can reach out to us anytime through our mail if you have any query. So thank you all, and all the best. Thank you.